What up, guys? It's Casey's Raw again, and this is episode 10, part 1 of video game hunting with Casey's Raw. I'm not going to go too many places today because, one, I think I went either Thursday or Friday. Mostly Thursday because I got paid, and I was like, yeah. And I don't even... Yeah, Friday I really didn't. I just came right home because, one, it's been a bitch of a week with my stomach. And so I figured, and then I was up for a while, like, I think I was on Joe's show until like 1 something last night. And some of the guys like, Casey, go to bed. I think either they knew I'm getting close to being sleepy. I probably was yawning a lot. Not because the content was making me sleepy. It's just, the work schedule's getting to me a little bit. But, I had a fun time. When the Discord crashed on me last night, I was like, you know what? This is a good time to bow out. I have a story. Me and the bros just did a podcast. A couple news stories about video games. But, one of the things I've been pushing for a while was ranking the game consoles because I think it'd be fun. And the debate about some of them. And it was definitely fun. But here's the funny part. We were like 10 minutes to the end of the show. Apparently. See, that night I was on Dr. Earl's show. And shortly, like 30 minutes later, not only I finally got to sit down and eat, talk to the bros, say, hey, sorry I forgot that if you're ready to do this, let's do this. So, 30 minutes later, we got going during the podcast. It was fun ranking the consoles. But here's the funny part. I totally forgot I was still on Discord. I think I was waiting for a Joe show. But, or at least say hi. Sometimes I want, if Jesse J is on there, I would say, hey, I try to say hi to him. A lot of times I think he's on his Discord, but not at his desk. So, sometimes I just want to say hi and hopefully talk before the show starts. But, then the Rose finally called in, and I totally forgot about leaving Discord. I mean, it's a hell of a lot easier to leave a Skype call than a Discord call. I mean, you could easily forget about closing the Discord call. But, so we're like 10 minutes-ish. We're about to end the show with me and the Rose. And, suddenly I just heard, Casey! In my headset. It was Garguts! Like, it's like, hold on, is Garguts just got on the podcast? And it's like, what are we talking about, Casey? Like, I just heard Garguts says, Casey! We do it up! Something like that. And no, he said it loud and fast. And then I was like, I asked the Rose, did you hear that? Like, no, I just heard you kind of like blowing, or something blowing, and then you said, you hear Garguts. And I remember why I would make a blowing down sound. Is because I was thinking. I was like, oh, do I need that? Where do I want to position this console at? But what's funny is that, yeah, I accidentally left my Discord on. And I was talking to Rose right after the show. I was like, dude, do you think there's a chance that in Discord I've been talking the whole time and them hearing me doing the podcast? It's like, that'd be fun. And Rose says, yeah, that'd be funny. That would be funny. But, no, Gaga said he didn't hear me. He's saying a lot of times Skype would overrule Discord. But I just thought it was weird. I didn't. But, yeah, right now I'm planning to go hit the video game store because I didn't get a chance to check it out Thursday or Friday. Probably unlikely anything major came in. But like I said, you gotta check these stores out at least once a week because they will have, especially the video game store, they'll at least get something awesome every once in a while because, well, that's what they do. I mean, I try to highly suggest people to go to the store all the time. Like, it was funny when I remember going to Vintage Stock. They're like, this guy was just kissing Vintage Stock's ass. They're like, oh, the best place for the greatest deals. I was like, that's debatable. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm like, dude, there's way better places to buy and sell your stuff than Vintage Stock. I mean, I can understand they gotta make a profit, but when they don't even, they give you, 1/10 of the value, and they reap the rest of it, that's BS. It'd be nice to be up to a third. It'd be awesome if they give you half, but some places will give you up to a third. What's the value? And I understand that. That's about making money. I understand that. And if people are like, oh, if it's worth this much, why can't you just go ahead and give me this for it? Well, it's because they're like, oh, well, at least they can break even on the game. No, they're actually going to lose money on it. Because now they got to have the game sitting on the shelving. And see, the thing is, video games, it's like the wharf. It's like the stock market. This game could be higher up on one day, and like a good amount of days, and one day it'll plummet because either a bunch of things could have happened. Like someone hoarded a bunch of copies and finally released a bunch of them in the wild. Right now, I know a lot of the games been going up because mainly during the first part of the pandemic, because people staying at home. I mean, true, when I finally decided to get a PS4 Pro, well, that's what I happened to land on. I just wanted to get a PS4. There was no PS4 anywhere, and I think everything was sold out. I think even the Xbox Ones are out, the Switches were out, everything was out. And the only PS4 I could have picked up was the one I got. It was PS4 Pro. Didn't come with no controller. It had a skin on it. And they said it needed an update. But, yeah, it needed an update right after you take out the freaking bad internal hard drive and replace it with a new one. Because a hard drive was bad. So I had potentially bought, and then I bought an external hard drive, and both of them holds 1 terabyte, and luckily I did that. But I probably should just go ahead and get another external and just buy the 2 terabyte, so I can really make sure everything gets downloaded, especially nowadays. We're heading towards the next gen. And, it's best to do, especially today's age, consoles, that you need to back up everything. You need to back up, or at least back up the game and the patches. You can still have the physical game, but I'm afraid of where you're going to get, because sometimes the game is not fully on that disc, because give me like 50 gigs worth of information, and then some of them is just a package and just unloads from the disk to the hard drive, and then sometimes it's just an installation disk where they just install it, and then most of it comes from the internet. So, I mean, there's servers sending that information. So I'm thinking just before, or somewhere before PS4 starting to phase out, I probably need to go ahead and get another hard drive, probably the 2 terabyte, just download all the games I have and the patches, because once the servers go down, I mean, I believe the PS3 servers are about to go down, and same thing with the PSP Vita's about to go down as well. I mean, all these servers are not going to be open forever, because they need to make room for the next gen, and you're just wasting too much money on previous generations. I can understand these companies still support the previous gen for a while, but when it's 2 generations back, like how the Wii was now 2 generations back with, you had the Wii U and then now the Switch. I understand why they shut down the Wii eShop. I mean, there's no reason to support a system that's 2 generations behind. You can, like I said before, you can support the previous gen for a while. Damn. See this. But, sorry if you're watching this, babe. It's not like I'm hunting these women down or anything. Well, I'm at the game store. I'll probably be in and out. I do have a couple trades. I got Super R-Type on the Super Nintendo, and Rollerball that I picked up recently. Both doubles. Usually I wait a little longer to cash them out, but I figure see what I can get out of them, Or, what, I might just let it sit and then see what they got and come right back out. So, I'll see you guys in a little bit.